Denji. Denji, why? Thank you to our $5 patrons, Redwolf 4765, Midnight Gem Lord, and Sean. And another thank you to our $3 members, Recliner Plays and Redwolf 4765. And another thank you to our $10 patron, Robbie Uchiha. And another very big thank you to our $25 patron, Alex Ice Rose. And another very big thank you to our $25 member, Alex Ice Rose. Now, before this breakdown / discussion and review and analysis of chapter 128 of Chainsaw Man, please leave your on the chapter in the comment section down below. Leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Also, hit that little notification bell to miss out on any videos that come to the channel. Also, we do have a Patreon below, a support as low as $1 month, exclusive videos, early content, and more. You also now become a member of the channel for as low as $3 a month to get the same perks and more. Now, let's hop into the live reaction. What's up, guys? All Punzer here. Here we are to do a live reaction to chapter 128 of Chainsaw Man, which is known as Main Dish. And it's gonna get tragic, new panic. But let's not waste any more time and let's hop right into it. Editing me, ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. As you can tell, for a fact, I do in fact have it on me, and I keep it on me at all times. Chainsaw Man has been peak as of late, but it's not peak lock. Give it a few more weeks of peak, and then we'll start pre-drawing for this series too. But we shall see what we shall see. Let's not waste any more time. Yeah, I still remember it. You can't make me forget, Denji. I know what you did at the end of the last chapter. I know what you did. But let's see. Let's see what it do. You know what I'm saying? Let's see it. Gross, you're a creep. I changed my mind. Forget it. Go to the underworld. Asa, you're on a one-way ticket down there, my friend. You're on a one-way ticket down there, my friend. I don't think you want to tell him. He low-key from there. Kind of. Sort of. Might as well be. He been there. You don't want to go there, Asa. You ain't like that. I'm sorry. You ain't like that. You don't want the DD pulling up on B. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? Like, Asa, you ain't like that. Unfortunately, I hate to inform you. Let me level with you real quick. You were just not like that. It is not within your pay grade. You may want to back off from that. I will admit, this is like the worst time for Denji to have said that. Like, he was getting so close. He was getting so close to, like, actually getting her to stop falling skyward. But he had to drop it. He had to drop it. And, like, you know, like I said, I think I said it even last chapter review, I don't blame you. If that's your main goal in life, I'm not even mad at you. Like, legitimately, the main goal of life is to propagate life. Like, the subconscious goal that's been built within our DNA as a living species, across all living species, for the most part. There are some who do not want to have kids, and that's fine. But, like, on a majority scale, the main goal of life is to make more life, so life will not cease. That's just how it is. We've evolved that way. So, obviously, the horizontal tango is the #1 way to make sure life keeps propagating, unless you're like a single cell amoeba, where you just split. But even still, bro, in this context, it's just poor timing. It's poor timing. I get it. I even see the philosophical side to it. I understand why Denji holds it to such a high regard. All that. I completely get it. But, like, but really? You couldn't just wait just a little bit? Like, you couldn't have told her that after you guys had hit the ground? Well, probably not hit the ground, but, like, at least landed. Like, you couldn't have waited just a little bit more. Come on now, Denji. Let's see. Huh? It's not gross. It's, like, super beautiful, dude. Know what I'm saying? It ain't about the size of the boat, Asa. It's about the motion in the ocean, dude. Oh, the waves of pleasure. Like, I can only imagine. Like, I'm not sure what, I forget. What does he sound like in the anime? Does he have, like, a chainsaw filter over him? Like, what does he, like, I don't think his chainsaw's revving right now, so maybe he just sounds like normal. Then again, I don't think he sounds like normal Denji. I mean, maybe Asa's under too high stress of a scenario to recognize his voice, but, like, he's got to sound, like, a little bit off. I wonder what he actually sounds like. I give him Surfer Dude voice, because I just think it's hilarious. But regardless of that, I actually wonder what he sounds like. Like, Denji isn't wrong. Like, once again, I said this before, I'll say it. Denji isn't wrong. There's just a time and a place for everything, man. There's a time and a place. Think about it. Humanity grew to this size because... And once again, he's not wrong. Like, why is Denji actually low-key spit? The reason there are 7 billion, what, now 8 billion people on the planet is because, you know, there's a certain dance that people love, and it's a little bit horizontal, you know what I'm saying? Or it can be vertical, or it can be like parallel, whatever you're into, really. It can be like this. I have no idea if it can be like that. I don't think so. But still, I mean, like, he's not wrong. The reason there are 8 billion people is because billions upon billions of people before did that. And to be fair, what's that? I forget. It's always that insane statistic. Like, what? 40-something% of all humanity that's ever been alive is alive today because, like, population rate just exploded and, like, life rate just exploded because, you know, humans figured out medicine just a little bit. So now people aren't living till their 30s. They're living to, like, their 60s, 70s, 80s. And this, like, there's a whole bunch of more people now. So, yeah. Denji is not wrong. Even though the fact that the birth rate is, in fact, declining in a lot of nations, still, Denji's not wrong. But not the time and the place. We're both here because of the power of Tango 2. I'm going to call it Tango. I'm not going to call it what it is because I'm afraid. And you know this is going to be flipped, reversed, sideways, upside down, cartoon. Like, it's going to be absolutely mugs. So the mighty one cannot tell what it is either. So the Tango is 2. And they are, in fact, there because of the power of the Tango. I'm here because of the power of the Tango. You're here because of the power of the Tango. We are all here because of the power of the Tango. It's true. Like, it's weird to think about. Like, I still remember the first time I realized, I was like, wow. Ew. Because, like, obviously. But, yeah. Yeah, it'd be like that when it'd be like that. Like, shoot. I want 4 little pencils running around. I want marker, Sharpie, pencil. Like, I want 4 of them. So, like, I understand what Denji's talking about. And I know y'all are like, 4 in this economy? And you're like, and you're absolutely right. I want 4, maybe even chance 1. But, like, with that being the case, Denji low-key spitting right now. He's just like, he needs to cover his mouth. He's spitting, but he needs to cover his mouth. Let's see. People only tango because they have nothing better to do. Usually it's quite the opposite. Like, people usually tango because that is the best thing that they can do, at least in that moment. Like, it's a lot harder to tango than it is to go out for a walk. It's a lot, like, there are numerous forms of exercise other than tango dancing that allow easier means than tangoing. Like, usually you work for tango. You and I both know you work for tango. That's usually not an easy thing. So, I don't know, Asa. I think you're once again, Denji's the one spitting here. You're kind of wrong. People only tango because they have nothing better to do. Usually, tangoing is the best thing they can do at that moment. Why am I aligning with Denji, bro? Why am I aligning with Denji? Why is he spitting? Like, somebody else's saliva and sweat mixing together with yours? It's just gross. You know, because sometimes your shoes get, like, stuck on the hardwood floor, so you got to spit and sweat on it, so, like, you can tango easier. Like, oh, Fujimoto, you make me push the limits every single time I do one of these darn reviews. I swear, Fujimoto. I have to edit the darn chapter. I need to make substitute words. Your main power system, I'm not even confident I can address properly by name. Fujimoto, why? But regardless, I mean, once again, Asa's young. I guess that's the main excuse. Asa is young. And obviously, there's no, like, yeah, I'm not going to go into that. I'm not even going to, you know, if you know, you know. You know. It's not as bad as it sounds. Like, if you were to explain it to somebody, it doesn't sound that good. But you know. But, like, let's see. Are you for real right now? Nothing's better than somebody's saliva and sweat mixing with you. On the dance floor. Because you're tangoing, right? That's right, Denji. We're talking about dance. Aruba. Like, I mean, no, I can't. I'm not going to go in depth about that. Like, I've seen my analytics. No, we're not going into that. Let's see. Wait a sec. What makes you think you would ever get any? Asa, you'd be surprised. Asa, you'd be surprised. Ooh, Asa, you'd be surprised. you would be surprised. In this day and age, you can do a lot with $20. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No, but Asa, like, there's somebody out there for everybody. Like being, like, straighten up, even removing the tango from it. If you feel lonely, trust me, there are 8 billion people on this planet. There's gonna be somebody out there who wants you. It's just, like, it's literally just a numbers game. Like, legitimately, it is flat out a numbers game. Like, if we were back in, like, the ancient days where there was, like, 20 people to a village, then maybe you'd be, like, stuck out of line. But in our modern era, even in 1999, where this is taking place, like, even then, there was such an abundance of people that you would find somebody. There's always somebody into what you're into. Not even in the tango sense, like, legitimately, just in general. There are numerous people out there who share your interests, who you may happen to be attracted to. And once again, it's just sheer numbers. So also, don't sleep. There's probably somebody in the chainsaws. I know there are definitely people in the chains. I know there are definitely people in the saws. So someone being into chainsaws, not too improbable. Not too improbable. Don't sleep, Asa. Don't sleep. Just because you believe that you can never find love doesn't mean that's true. Anybody can find love. It's hard. Takes a while. You know, look for a hot minute, most likely. But yeah, anyone can find it. Because once again, numbers. Sheer numbers. Will you find someone perfect who matches all your internal desires and hopes and dreams? Now that's unlikely. That's unlikely. Once again, not impossible. I know I have friends who have literally found what they've described on numerous occasions as their soulmate. Sometimes I wish when we're hanging out, playing video games, I wish they would not talk about their soulmate. But they do exist. I have directly interacted with couples so sickeningly sweet, so deep in love with each other that I'm like, sweet mother of mercy, you're about to give me diabetes from how sweet you two are. Go away before my blood sugar goes through the roof. Go away. But it's still possible. Like, Asa, don't sleep. Don't sleep. Uh-oh. Looks like she got to denji, though. Wait. What do you mean, dude? Even if I can't get anyone right now, when I'm older, I'll eventually get a girlfriend and then... He's spitting! He's spit. Like, once again, you... This is gonna sound like super, what is it? Like, whatever. They say red pill or whatever. Like, have an abundance mindset. It'll change your life. Have an abundance mindset. It'll change your life. Always just remember, like, I know the phrase, plenty of fish in the sea. It's awful. Don't be like, I mean, I'm not here to judge you or any of your, like, romantic preferences or anything like that. So don't take me at face value whenever I'm saying this. But, like, don't maybe, like, take this phrase, there are many fish in the sea, that means you just catch a whole bunch of fish and keep them all in the bucket at the same time. Preferably, you take the idea that there's many fish in the sea to know that no matter what, even if you lose one fish, there's always going to be another. Preferably, you take it like that. But do what you will. You know, I ain't here to knock the hustle. I am friends with numerous playboys. But regardless of that, Denshi's kind of right. There's always, like, there are people who find love at, like, 60. Back in the day, people didn't even live to 50, but now there are people who find love at 60. Even if you gotta wait a hot minute, as long as you do basic human things like live, breathe, eat, sleep, and exist in the world, you'll find somebody. So Asa, don't give up. Don't be like Asa. Believe that you will find somebody, no matter what. Such a strange conversation. It's always like, it usually is Chainsaw Man. Like, out of all this series that I typically review, Blue Lock gets me feeling nostalgic because of soccer memories or sports memories in general. Four Nights, it doesn't, I mean, it gets me nostalgic because of Seminole Sins, but it doesn't do anything like nostalgia-wise. It sometimes occasionally pulls stories out of me. But usually it's Chainsaw Man that takes me down these rabbit holes of, like, existentialism, the meaning of love, an abundance mindset. Like, of course, Fujimoto. Let's see. Huh? Are you for real? No woman in existence would want to tangle with a guy with a chainsaw sticking out of his head. Once again, you would be shocked. You would be shocked. Like, I'm genuinely certain there's someone in that world who'd be down with it. There are probably at least 15 people in that world who'd be down with it. I'm just saying, like, notably, that's not the weirdest thing I've heard people being into. it's probably not the weirdest thing you've heard people being into. Think about that. think like calculate it just a little bit. Calculate it just a little bit. It's not the weirdest thing you've heard. I've heard at least 5 weirder things. And admittedly, I am a bit older. So like I understand. When you have my level of life experience, you're gonna hear some strange things from some strange people. Some of those strange people may end up being one of your best friends. But still, you hear some strange things. So Asa, don't sleep. Don't sleep on the capacity for people being into things that you don't think they would conventionally be into. Vanilla is not the only ice cream flavor, to put it lightly. But let's see. No! Oh, did they? They really both fell. They really both fell. They really both fell. Because Asa crushed his dream. No way. Asa, no. Asa, no. How did it go? How did it go from bad to good to awful? How did you let that happen, Asa? Really? Really? All because you didn't believe in the diversity and interests of humanity. Come on now, Asa. Why are you shocked? Why are you dismayed, huh? Isn't this exactly what you wanted? Didn't you want him to despair with you too? It's crazy how quickly Denji despaired. Like, dude, you know that... Well, to be fair, I will be completely real. Every single person that has previously expressed romantic interest in Denji, they've usually been, like, evil. Or wanted to do harm to him. Or threw up in his mouth. So, like, I don't blame Denji for losing a little bit of hope a little bit quick. But, like, still, bro, come on. Like, they fell instantly. Like, they were stalled in air. And then just that comment alone would... I mean, I guess that's hard. Like, that's soul crushing. I gotta remember, this is Denji's main dream. This is the thing that gets Denji up in the morning. This is the thing that gives Denji hope and solace every time he goes out his chainsaw, man. So having one of the people that you hypothetically desire, or one of the people that who could hypothetically fulfill this dream for you, tell you straight to your face that not a single one of their kind would want to do the one thing that you need, probably would be pretty soul crushing. Especially considering Denji's like, what, 16, 17, something like that. He's not 18, I don't think. Like, bro's still in high school. So, yeah, obviously his despair is probably pretty easily tapped into. But let's see. That's a big old plate. That's a lot of ceramic. Whose entrails are those? Why are... I'm not gonna... I mean, like, I'm not a chef. Don't get me wrong. I am not a cook. I know how to cook some stuff. Like, I can make you a mean quesadilla. Yeah, like, literally just a quesadilla. Like, cheese and tortilla with butter in the pan, bada bing, bada boom. I can make you a good quesadilla. I may even be able to make you some pancakes, some waffles, some eggs, some bacon, some sausage. I can do that. I can whip it up a little bit in the kitchen. But I ain't no chef. Did not get my degree in that. I did not go to culinary school. But I think I've watched enough Gordon Ramsay to know that that presentation is terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. You should have at least closed his eyes. Because now he looks all dazed. So you should have closed his eyes. So your consumer does not see the loss. You should have at least wiped the, made it a clean slice. Like, notably, you see all the wrinkles and stuff like that. Like, you should have just... maybe firmed it up, maybe put a little bit of gauze on the bottom. It could be an edible gauze, you know, so it's nice and flavorful. And they get that nice good taste to it. You should have, like, cleaned that up. Now the drip is coming out. It's all unclean and disorderly. With all the apples, you could have at least sliced the apples up. Like, you usually want the juices to kind of, like, ferment with what you're about to cook. So you would want to slice the apples up a bit, or at least have them all standing. Like, you can't just have one apple up, another apple up, and then have one apple on its side. Like, come on now. That's going to roll all the way around. Even the entrails you laid out here are a little bit underwhelming, FD. I'm not going to lie to you. You definitely could have prepared that better. Once again, not even cleaning your food. Come on now. Just a little bit of cleaning. A little bit of cleaning would have done well. You could have had, like, a nice connecting chain with the apples if you're going to have the entrails out. Like, I'm not going to lie. For the primordial fear and chef of the underworld, you're kind of lacking, FD. You're kind of lacking. Personally, I wouldn't buy this meal. I wouldn't buy this meal. The inconsistency just is not for me. And plus, you got this nasty chainsaw boy on it. He got his feet all over the plate. You didn't even take the shoes off the person that's in there so they get their feet. I'm not sure. I don't like this plate. I don't like this plate. The only good part of the presentation is this nice little weird swirly thing you did here. This little wormy guy with a head. Like, that's the neatest thing. I'll give you that. But everything else about this plate is pretty unappetizing. I'm not sure, like, I'd be willing to serve this in the underworld. Like, if Hades himself ordered this meal for me, or ordered this meal and I gave it to him, I wouldn't be shocked if he sent me to the fields of punishment. Like, legitimately, this is awful. I'd probably be with that one dude who's pushing that rock up that hill, or that guy who's in the water where he can never reach the apple, ironically enough, or the fruit on the tree, and or drink the water beneath him. Like, I don't know. FD, I expected better. I definitely expected better. That's a little bit disappointing to me, FD. I feel like you need to step your game up. Yeah, step your game up. That's kind of embarrassing. And look, the food's even running away. The food's even running away. You didn't appropriately knock out the food. And look, it's even bruised. It's even, you never want to eat bruised food. That means you didn't prepare it properly. Come on now, FD. You got to be better than this. Sorry. Well, let's see. I love how Denji starts the princess carrier and is like, yeah, forget this. Throws her over the shoulder. And then he starts moving. Denji, I mean, I guess it's the only door there. You don't really have a choice, but you may not want to run towards that door, Brody. Maybe that's not the wisest move. Let's see. Ooh-wee. Oh my. What is that? What is that? Okay. So first things first. It gives Denji a little nip. Then it takes out some of his entrails. Uh-oh, that ain't good. Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O. And then it removed his head. All right. It is just not like me, for real. Shockingly enough, Asa goes completely unharmed, though. Interesting. Uh-oh. Does he grab his own head here? Let's see. Oh, he did. He just put it right back on and tugged. What? Then what happened to this thing? Did he do something to it or something? What happened here? He puts it back on. He tugs. That's it. All right, intriguing. I have no idea what this whole interaction was meant to do. Like, where did it come from? Where did it go? Like, I don't know. Unless I'm missing a page, he didn't, like, attack it or anything. I don't know. That's weird. Let's see. He made it to the door. To the door, to the heavens. Let's see. Something's gonna happen. I can't even blame y'all in the comments, because I've seen the community discourse around the FD too. I just read what Denji said, bro. Oh my lord, Denji. But regardless, bro. Some of y'all are down so much wrong. Yeah, like, okay. Like, I'm not saying I'm better than y'all. There are definitely characters in fiction, in real life, people that will be like, they'll have me foaming at the mouth too. Don't get me wrong. I'm better than y'all. I ain't better than y'all. But this is what's really got y'all rocking, right? Like, the head's not even attached. Like, if you asked for some, she would literally hand it to you. She wouldn't give it to you. She would hand it to you. How would that make you feel, y'all? Like, really? Like, I know y'all want your tall muscle women. But one, she isn't that muscular, but I will give you the fact that she is tall. She is towering over Chainsaw Man. Like, she doesn't even fit within the door frame. So she is tall. But, like, come on now. Good. Really? This is what's got y'all rocking? This is what got y'all barking? Really? Makima's gone and you just need a new way to turn into a dog, huh? Like, really? This is what y'all got? This is what y'all got on the docket? There ain't nothing better. There really is another. Really? Like, once again, I'm not here to judge y'all. I'm just asking, person to person. Like, y'all rock with this? This is what y'all into? This is what y'all into? What are you gonna do if she wants to do it with the arms? The arms on her back. What you gonna do? Y'all just gonna rock with it, huh? Y'all just gonna leave with a rock with it. But let's see. My main dish does not call for Chainsaw Man. Leave Asamitaka, and I'll send you back. Denji, bro, this is why we can't trust you. Denji, really? Why is that the question that comes to your mind, bro? Why? I mean, like, you know, Denji, I'm a fan of cake myself, but really, Denji? Really, Denji? Really, bro? Like, that's the response you have. Like, you know it's bad when this thing has to call you that. Really, Denji? Really, dangerous? Really? Well, let's see. Let's see what pops off. Huh? What? What the heck? That's another... Uh-oh. That's another chainsaw, ain't it? That's another I didn't see nothing for this chapter. I was spawn camping this chapter. What? That's another saw chain. I know y'all are freaking out over that. But what? Oh, dear. This keeps happening to me. Jeez. Even Chainsaw Man's caught off guard. Asa waking up. The FD has no tolerance for diners who leave their food unfinished. They'll desperately try to devour Asamitaka, lest they be slain by the FD. Please evade them until sunrise. Chainsaw Man. Okay. So we're still hiding who this is. I don't think that doesn't look like the main culprits for the false Chainsaw Man has been, I believe, either what's his name? Yoshida or the DHC president. But I don't think this guy looks beefier than both of them. But it doesn't, like, this isn't Pachita. Like, obviously Pachita's still in Denji's heart for one. And two, like, this is seemingly a hybrid. So, and it appears that this Chainsaw Man is the real, or at least is a real Chainsaw Man. Like, these arms are genuine. So, intriguing. Overall, though, W chapter brought out the philosophical side of me, for very sure. Like, talking about my views on romance and how everyone will be able to find it. That's nice. Denji, a little bit too down atrocious, if I do say so myself, but you know, I was a teenager once too, so I understand it, I guess. Asa, you literally caused yourself to fall, and now I'm concerned because we have a new Chainsaw Man. But overall, I'm excited. Unfortunately, there is now a 2-week break, but I don't even think this is I don't think this is Fujimoto taking a 2-week break. I think this is literally the manga, because everything's on 2-week break. Like Black Clover, well, Black Clover's on month break. I think MHA's on break, Black Clover's on break, JJK's on break. Everything's on a 2-week break. So I think there is just like a holiday or something. And that's the mangas I'm producing. I'm not sure which holiday it is because I'm slow and I can't remember all. Wait, it's yeah, I'm just too slow to remember. I cannot remember all the holidays. So I don't know why we're on universal break, but we are. So overall, W chapter. I can't wait to see it in 2 weeks and can't wait to see what happens. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe. And make sure the little notifications miss out on any videos that come to the channel. Also, I do happen to have a Patreon below. You can support me for as low as $1, dog month, exclusive videos, early content, and more. You also now become a member of the channel for as low as $3 a month to get the same perks and more. Now, thank you so much once again, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. This is Zach with Pencil, writing off.